Hello and welcome to the Soul Fam Show. Which one is it, guys?
Uh,
97. Is it 97 or
97.
98? It might be
Yeah,
98.
97. It's 97.
There you go. It's 97. One of those.
Yeah,
And we have Leon joining us, so nobody has to worry. All that
yeah,
incident happened last week. He's not in there now.
correct.
Here we
um,
go. Here we go.
Oh,
I'm
and
in.
yeah.
Lo will be joining us shortly. She's just running a few
Here
minutes
we
late.
go.
So, hey, Leon.
Hey, I'm back. Let me just put the
Okay.
lighting on. I'm in the van now. Look.
Oh, that's
Oh, okay.
perfect.
Yeah,
You're good
yeah,
now.
your
You're
Yeah.
volume
really
is
good.
better now. Yeah, yeah.
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 Lo just entered. Here we go.
There we go. There's Lolo. And I see Velma's here. Thank you, Velma, for raising your hand.
Well, hello.
Velma.
Hey guys, how's it going? Hey. Well, everyone's here. Look.
Do you want to well no, that's fine. We can do my video first and then get that out of the way so we can move on. Let me bring Lo in here. Hi, Lo.
All right, there we go.
Hey, love.
All right, I'm gonna do my video real quick. Get that one done. Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, can't even describe it. It's like the sun's turning violet. With you, I can't even hide it. You got me falling in love. All I wanna do is spend my life with you. Slow dance on the roof. You're my baby blue, baby blue. Sunflowers and daisies, they got nothing on you. Strawberries and red wine, lemonade by the pool. Making breakfast at midnight, we could break all the rules, yeah. Do whatever we wanna do, every second with you feels like Friday, yeah. Girl, you took my world and turned it sideways. It's like doing 90 on the highway, falling in love. All I wanna do is spend my life with you. Slow dance on the roof. You're my baby blue, baby blue. You're my baby All I wanna do is spend my life with you. Slow dance on the roof. You're my baby blue, baby blue.
That was awesome.
Thank you. Um Leon, do you wanna tell us a little bit about your scenario, or do you want
Well,
Velma to go first?
oh, Velma, go first, mate. Definitely.
Okay, well, Velma, go
Yeah.
first. Hi, Velma.
We
Did
don't
you
want to
not?
break protocol.
Did I not send the yeah, I sent the unmute.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey,
Yeah,
here she is.
I think I've cracked it now.
You've cracked it.
That's the good. Yeah, I've cracked it.
There we go.
Well, the good news is it's going to be quick, and it's going to be the last one on the maps. It's a little bit obscure, but take your punishment and bear with me. Bit 13. Why the maps never truly end. One of the quiet confusions is it still lingers, is the question, if Claudio mapped it, why isn't it finished? Claudio's maps were never meant to be final. They are snapshots, not borders. The domes are not destinations. They are conditions of access. And this aligns with what Phelan says. He explains from memory, lands appear or recede based on resonance. And this is the key point. The domes are not places that you reach. They are conditions that you are permitted to enter. Access changes with frequency, not with distance. Some domes seal after resets, and some remain dormant or uninhabited. Availability shifts with the cycle, not the map. So when people ask what's beyond the last dome, we have to look at our sources, and our sources are Claudio's maps, Phelan's memory, and any confirmation we get from the White Hats. So in response to the question about what's beyond the last dome, it's whatever is still permitted to be experienced in this cycle. Not imagined lands, not missing continents, not speculation, only what is structurally accessible. The system works by structure, plus access and plus timing. And it just simply means it's not a mystery. It's to do with permission. Why does it matter? There are no contradictions in Claudio's work. There are no new lands or extra domes. Claudio mapped what was available, and Phelan explains why availability shifts. Frequency lock, lands don't vanish, they phase beyond our ability to interact with them. Access changes with resonance and not location. And the White Hats confirmed why some knowledge stays phased. It's not for secrecy, but for protection. Protection because premature knowledge creates interference. Unstable access can cause harm. Some gates should not open during certain cycles. So partial maps are safeguards, not omissions. We are shown what is safe and permitted for this time. And that's why maps don't end. The journey isn't distance-based, it's permission-based. So that's the end of the map work. So let's just reflect for a moment. Close your eyes if you're comfortable. And just take quiet, slow breath. Not to reach outward, but to settle inward. There is no edge you must find, no border you must cross. Only a knowing that what is meant for you meets you at the right frequency. Allow what is sealed to remain at rest. Allow what is open to arrive naturally. And rest in the truth that nothing essential has been withheld. It is simply waiting for the moment it can be held with ease. So just breathe slowly, quietly, carrying only what feels light. And stay right there while I bring you your weekly bedtime story from The Memory of Phelan Thor. This one is called The Path That Did Not Appear. There was once a traveller who carried a map so old the edges were smooth, not torn. This troubled the traveller. Every map must end somewhere, they said. So why does mine not? They walked for many days, following each marking carefully, until at last the map showed nothing ahead, no line, no symbol, no warning. Certain they had reached the edge, the traveller stopped. They waited for the ground to fall away. It did not. They waited for a wall to rise. It did not. Instead, the wind shifted and the light changed tone. Not brighter, not dimmer, just different. A voice came then, not from the air, but from within the traveller's chest. This is not the end of the path. This is the end of needing to see it. The traveller understood. The map had not failed. It had finished its work. They folded it gently and placed it over their heart. And without stepping forward, they arrived. They arrived. Now I'm about to say goodbye with this chap. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And them good old boys, they were drinking whiskey and rye and singing, "This will be the day that I die." But we don't die. Bye-bye. Bye from Monkey and me. That's it.
Thank you,
Go
Velma.
away.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
darling.
Thank you, Velma.
Let me put some.
I'm putting us all back in. Hold on.
Yeah,
getting
I'm just
there.
going to put some notes in.
Reminder to put your cameras on, please. Not
And your
calendars.
calendars too, please. Thank you.
Yes, mark the dates. Yes, please. And if you need help, give me a shout. It's more for the people that we might not know yet.
Yes. Thank you, Velma.
Thanks, Velma.
Nice one, Velma.
Bye.
Bye, darling.
Bye.
Hey, Leon. You good?
Okay, Leon, do you want to tell your little story or not? It's not a little
Yeah.
story. Do you want to tell
Yeah.
your story?
Yeah, sure. It's a bit odd. I picked my mate's. Well, I took my mate's daughter to dance class. She's only like 17, and we come back, everything's sweet. And I pulled onto their estate, and I got stopped. And I thought, oh, here we go. And I thought, I know what it is, because I tapped about 4 months ago. I was in Ipswich with my pal getting a bird cage, and I took a wrong turn. I went down a cul-de-sac, and I tapped. I was reversing. It was a tight cul-de-sac with loads of cars, but I just knocked over a black council waste bin. And I jumped out to say sorry. The geezer went fucking mental. My mate who was in the passenger seat, he said, "Oh, you don't look happy." And I thought, oh, fucking, here we go. So I said, "Listen, sorry, mate." I said, "What, if it's anything damaged, I'll pay for it." He went fucking nuts, right? He said, "Give me the money now." I said, "Well, what, what? I ain't even seen the fucking thing yet." And I said, "Listen, I haven't got cash on me, mate." And then he went, "Fuck that," pushed me like that, grabbed the key. My mate was looking. I was like, "Fuck that," because I got a broken ankle. And he ran off down an alleyway, and we're in a cul-de-sac in Ipswich. And I'm like, I said, "Oh," I just pulled my spare key out, went home, and I found him on Google Earth. I wrote him a letter, and I sent it to him the 5th of October. It was. I sent it to him. Anyway, cut a long story short, I didn't hear from him, and anyway, and then I got about 3 or 4 weeks ago, got a letter from the police saying about the incident. So I wrote to them saying, yeah, this is what happened, and I sent them a copy of the letter I sent the geezer. And then that was 3 weeks ago. Anyway, I said to my mum the day before, I said, "I haven't heard about that yet. I'm a bit surprised because I haven't written back or anything, and the geezer hasn't rung. So I thought maybe he's just laughed it off. Until that, I got that police letter. But anyway, that's why they stopped me, which is fair play. You know, the Road Traffic Act, all right, it's null and void anyway, but they don't know that because they're still enforcing it. So I'm thinking not that much of it. Anyway, so you can see from the video when it starts, I was reluctant but compliant. I knew I had weed in the van. Fuck me, it's the least of my worries. You know what I mean? I had nothing to worry about, and it just kicked off like that. And I was like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, I got out willingly, holding my key in my right hand. I went, all right then, you can see it. I went, all right then, yeah, I'll just search the van. Or I thought, well, they're going to find it anyway. I'm not running anywhere. There's now 4 or 5 cop cars. So I thought he was going to say stand over there while we searched the motor. That's what I thought he was going to say. But instead of that, you can see I'd watched it again. I only watched it again today. But you can see he had the cuffs out already. He was already holding the fucking cuffs. So he knew he was going to cuff me. He didn't arrest me until after. They arrested me during the assault or after the assault. Yeah, after the assault. So you can't do that. So that's fucking GBH, Section 18. That's up to life in prison. But most people get 3 to 16 years. But I mean, a police officer, that's public office. You expect to get 6 years for something like that.
Mhm.
A normal person, if it was their first offence, might get 18 months, 3 years. It might go to magistrate to get 18 months. But if it goes to Crown, they're going to get at least 3 years. So someone in public office is going to get 5 to 6 years for something like that. And this is the thing, though. See, the police do this all fucking day, every day. This is part of how they work. This is their tactic. This is how they operate. And this is how they get joined. Because, I mean, my pal said, she said, there's no fucking way. All right, I had weed in the van. That he probably says that to every single motor that don't open the fucking door. Because she said, trust me, if I knew that it's only on the dashboard, she said she hates it. She said, if I smelt that, I'd ask you to move it because I can't stand it. It makes me feel ill. And she said, so he was definitely trying that on, which fair play, I know. But like I say, I got out and yeah, to offer him to search the cab because I thought they're going to search it anyway. And the funny thing is, they left more weed in the van than they found. In the glove box, my pal got in. He said, that weed's going to be gone, isn't it? I said, defo. He went, he said, I'll check anyway. I said, there's no point, mate. He opened it. He went, fuck me, it's still there. And I was like, nah. I was like, really? It was in the passenger glove box. I'm like, really? So, well, I mean, it's just pathetic. They haven't even got a fucking charge. The bladed articles, they pulled out like an axe. He said, it looks like you've been sleeping in the van. I said, we were travelling around the country documenting police calls like this. I said, we've been doing all this sort of stuff. When I get my video from them, that's going to be epic. I'd love to get my last one. That would have been even more epic. I'll tell you that. The one from 2.5 years ago, that would have been, I reckon they use that in police training videos, that fucking interview. Do you know what I mean? Because I wrapped them up big time, but I was even more angry then.
Wait a
More angry
minute,
than
that
this
video, the one in the kitchen, Leon, that one's
one.
on
No,
Simply
no,
22. Oh.
the interview.
The
When I
interview
got
with the police.
interviewed, I got the
Oh.
body cam, the interview and the body cam
Yeah.
when I went in the station. That's what I'd like to see, but they
Oh,
won't give me that.
yeah.
I fucking run rings around them, but I didn't mean to. I was just
Yeah.
pissed off. I said, listen, I'm going to be swearing a lot. I said, don't fucking nick me for nothing about swearing. You can fuck yourself. I said, I'm just emotional. This, that, the other. I went nuts. And I just gave it the same sort of thing that I do now, but there's a little bit more to it now. That's all. And the only reason this works, I've said this to a few people lately. I'll tell you what, the only fucking reason this works is Christian's information. And it's because it's now. Because if it weren't for empty office spaces and stuff like that, my approach to common law wouldn't work. But they don't really know what to do or say when I start talking about this sort of stuff because they all know what I'm saying is true. They know it. And it's like an NPC. They don't want to talk to you about ascension. They don't want to talk to you about vaccines. So they're going to, oh, no, get him away, get him away. That is what it seems to be going on here. But I mean, if they do want me in court, fuck them. They're getting it. I've just, like I say, I've written to 14 of the 14 regional Crown Prosecution Service offices in the UK, and I've just written to them all. I'll post them tomorrow. Well, I've got to print the others out. I printed the 2 off to take in there. I posted it all first online. I thought, fuck it, I'm posting the whole fucking lot. And when I get the video footage of what happened, I mean, in the interview, that would just be excellent. Because I didn't really give him a moment to talk about much. He did ask me a couple of questions. I wasn't even interested. I can give a fuck. Getting caught with nothing and over a fraudulent, like the road traffic, you see, common law, harm, injury, or loss. But because I've tried to rectify it with the guy, I'm not in dishonor on that. So he should have just gone away after that. When he asked me that and I told him what I'd done to rectify it, I could tell by his face, he nodded, he knew that I'd sent the letter to the police. So he knew about that. So therefore, he should have just gone then. He should have said, okay, thank you. That would have been it. Game over. But he's pulled me. He wants to get something. You know what I mean? If they want to pull me for nothing, they've got to make a few quid out of me bond, haven't they? You know what I mean? So a few hours in the cells. What's that? Probably 150 quid an hour out your Cester KV bond. Probably. Because you're going to have to pay for any food that you might consume in there. All the police time in the custody suite. That's all coming out your Cester KV bond. Time in the car, they probably charge you for the fucking petrol to get back to the station. I wouldn't be surprised.
No,
You know
I wouldn't be
They'll
surprised.
probably put a little % on there for that.
Yeah.
Probably is. But like I said, what do you think? I said, listen. He said, I said we were sleeping in the van. We were camping for 4 months. I said up in Norfolk. I said, there's camping stuff there. Look, you can see I've got about 10 knives, carving knife, bread knife, this knife, that knife. I said, what the fuck? Do I need a license for knives now? I said, I bought the action being. What the fuck? Do you know what I mean? why are you trying to make that a thing when it ain't a thing? A little bit
Yeah,
of
he
weld.
was like, yeah, he's got a knife. I'm like, yeah,
Do you know,
and
listen, that knife was my mate bought me that in Cape Town, Ian, and about back in 2004, and it's like a ornamental double-bladed dagger that you can pull out. And I've had it all that time, and it's just it doesn't hold together properly. It still looks brand new. And my mate's son is 16 the other day, and I was going to give it to him because he likes all that. He's got a bow and arrow, and I was just going to give it to him, but I took it. I found it in the back, and I put it on the dashboard, didn't I? And of course, I found it, but it's in a bladed article. It's got no sharp edge on it. It's just an ornamental thing, really. It's not like a working knife or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? It's just pathetic. They just want.
it's
They
pathetic.
want to get anything. They want
Yeah.
to. You've got to nick you for something because otherwise it's a wasted time.
Right,
They've wasted their nick. Their stop. It's been wasted. You know.
right.
Yeah.
It's almost like price work, isn't it? Not that they're making more out of it each person, but that if they stop you, they've got to get you for something. You know.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
gonna
They want
search
it.
you or-
They make money. They want the money.
Yeah.
They need
Yeah.
the money out of
Just
there.
as fast.
And a little cheeky brandy
Yeah.
under the seat there, Leon.
Oh, dear.
Oh, he
I
was
think-
excited when he found that.
Oh, I bet he was. They weren't fucking very excited when I said I don't do breathalyzers, mate. I ain't doing nothing like that. I said you can't put ethylene oxide on their medical swab going in here and there. I said I ain't doing no medical procedures. I said the Nuremberg trials. I said what you'll be going through in a minute. I said you'll find out. A medical procedure is anything going inside your body. He said, but this is only a swab on your tongue. I said, stick it up your ass, brother. I ain't having no swabs on my tongue.
Exactly.
He said you might lose your license for 6 months. I said I'd rather that than die of cancer, you idiot. What are you talking about? I said I'll get a cab. Fuck you.
Did they have anything to say to you when you were saying about Nuremberg? Were they just looking at you with blank
They were
faces?
just well fatty, and I was sitting next to the bloke I punched in the mouth, and he said, "How's your face?" I said, "How's yours?" Because I didn't know I had a cut there. I didn't know why he said that, and I thought he didn't hit me, did he? But apparently, I had a cut here. But I said, "How's yours?" Because I had my thumb in his eye at one point. That was this finger in his eye, fatty. I don't know if you saw him. He was the fat one, little cunt. But he was a thick chump. I'll tell you what. He didn't know anything. I said, "You'll be in a fucking FEMA camp." He said, "What?" I said, "Fuck it." I said, "Don't worry about it." I said, "You'll be looking out at one from inside in a minute. Don't worry, you'll find out what a FEMA camp is." I said, "I can't believe it." I said, "Don't you know what the red shoes are? Don't you know what?" I said, "Where were you when the public needed you about a now proven and deadly bioweapon created by DARPA in 2015? I said, how many of your family did you tell go and get vaccinated? Why are you still in this fucking job when all these people in the news are getting done for being Nazis and Satanists and all this shit? Why are you still working for them?" I don't let up. I'm like Christian when I'm like that. I don't put me in a situation with
Yeah.
old Bill. No, I'm not having it.
Yeah,
Nah,
quite right.
not knowing this now. Not knowing this, I would have been less. No, maybe less upfront. Maybe if I didn't know Christian's info, I probably wouldn't have done, to be honest. But now
Yeah,
I'm
that's an extra
definitely.
layer of confidence, doesn't it? It's like you've
Exactly.
got the peace and the
Certainty.
confidence
Not-
to
Yeah.
deliver.
When I first told them old Bill that in Clacton Police Station, when I first said that about the empty office spaces, that's the first time I used it about 2.5 years ago. And they all looked at each other. There was 4 or 5 in the room, and they all quickly looked at each other. And I went, "Gotcha." I said, "Now I fucking know. I know you know what I'm talking about." And they were like, that's when they all went like that with their body cam. So they made sure they all had me on camera because they clearly been scratching their heads as to what was going on. They clearly didn't. Where's everyone gone? They clearly been asking that.
Yeah.
They're all fucking nicked. That's where they've gone.
Mhm.
So easy to see how this fits together. When you've got Christian's info, all of this is really easy to see. All of it. That's what I mean. It gets boring, doesn't it? After a while, because it's like it's literally everything. Not just the fraud. It's everything. But I don't know. People have a trouble wrapping their head around it because they've left it too late to wrap their head around it now. I think
Yeah, it's
Yes.
it's way a lot to take in now. All of a sudden,
Yes.
isn't
yeah.
It's too
it?
much.
Like way a lot. Mm.
Yep. Yep.
You can only
You
go
gotta
so
start-
far now. There's not enough time to learn everything. We've had the, I don't know if the right word's pleasure of learning for the last 4 years.
Yeah.
We've had time, and now there's not much time for fast tracking. You can get as much as you can in there, but in terms of the 4 years we've had of understanding everything,
Yeah.
clock's ticking.
But even if you tell somebody, they still have to wrap their brain around. They still have to comprehend what you're saying, and it takes time to
That's important.
comprehend something like that. You
Yes.
can't just get it because someone said it.
No,
So
you've got to think about it. Sustained thought. You've got to spend time thinking about it.
yeah.
Innit?
Mhm.
Just because everything goes off onto all other angles, like
Yeah.
with the red shoes, just that one thing.
Yeah.
That's a lot of stuff, just the red
Yeah.
shoes.
Yep.
That's a lot of different thought processes and a lot of different aspects to those red shoes, isn't it?
hmm
You know what I mean?
How grateful
So,
I am, and all of us to have had the 4 years, to have had the time to digest and sit with it and think,
Mhm.
gosh, you know, or even you resonate, but you still got to kind of remove the programming that we've been so used to then accept. And now nothing's far out for us, but somebody new coming in is still struggling, or when you're trying to reach people, it's just too much. But for us, it's normal. I now struggle to understand in here.
Yeah.
And outside makes perfect sense.
Hmm.
Nothing makes
Yeah.
sense in here anymore.
Mm-mm.
None of it.
Yeah. I said to Christian the other day that when you're talking to someone about like a normie, because they don't know anything, when you've really got to I mean, they don't even know what the fucking shape of the earth is yet.
Mhm.
How do you, they don't know what the soul is or anything about that. So you can't move on to the complicated stuff till you've done that bit. So when they ask a question about, I don't know, fifth density, eight, whatever, then that answer is going to sound far out to them. They'll be like, what? What do you mean you don't eat or whatever? But you'd have to
Yeah.
explain so much to be able to explain why you don't eat, for instance. You know what I mean? Because there's a whole lot more involved.
Yeah.
Innit?
Yeah.
Which
It's a
leaves
lot.
us to where there's not much left for us to do because we're so far advanced in
Yeah.
the level of thinking that we can't go back to where we were 6 years ago. It just doesn't
No.
like we can't even
Well-
think about that to even
No.
explain it to someone. It's too difficult,
Mm.
you know.
Yeah, starting from scratch, like absolutely nothing whatsoever, is like that's a big uphill
Mind you, if
climb. They
someone
gotta have
had
a
an
little
open
bit.
mind, if someone had an open mind and they just found Christian's info today, if they had an
Yes.
open mind and they were willing to drop everything that they thought they knew, I was lucky because I didn't really think I knew anything. I didn't have any degrees or any fucking education to cling on to. I just wanted to know what was real, so I didn't have trouble dropping all of that shit. Like I never
Yeah,
believed.
I think all of us were like that.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if someone can do that, they might have a chance. You know, they might have a couple of months left. They might be able to.
Yeah, but
they
there's
won't
not many of us left
No.
out there.
get-
It's
there's
almost-
some, but
Mhm.
yeah, we're nearly
It's
at
almost like we
4,000
need
now.
activations. Yeah. We've
Right.
got a
It's
lot.
here. We're here for the Taran souls to bring them, you know,
Mhm.
that are stuck in the truther world because they're close.
I
They're
think it'll
close.
be the activation events, like the scare events. That's when they're going to wake up. Like there's nobody else really, unless it's through their own. They find us through their own, you know, higher self, so to speak. But I think we're pretty much scraping the bottom of the barrel until, you know, events take place, and then that'll activate them. Because you know what's left now.
nothing.
Kids
just
will come
us.
alive first, won't they? It'd be children that
Absolutely. Oh
clock
my
it
gosh,
first.
talking of which, so my son was playing Roblox the other day and I'm in making the dinner and all I can hear is gateways and portals and nodes. They're going over the node and I'm like, huh?
What?
Like, Reese, what are you talking about? And he's like, oh, just going over this node. And I'm like,
What?
he's going to so get this when it goes down. I'm going to explain. I mean, he talks to me about dimensions and all sorts and I'm like,
Really?
Lighthouse have done a great
Philip-
job when it comes to the kids. Like
That's
all
why
the stuff
Christian
that
said
they're
they're going to get it
implementing.
first. They're going to get it
Yeah.
before the adults. Hey, breaking news. Epstein files reveal Jeffrey Epstein ordered sulfuric acid in 2018, likely used to dissolve bodies of children. Did he know?
Mhm.
And
God.
yeah,
Like-
that order is for 6 55-gallon drums. That
I know, right? There's
ordered.
not much left to come out if that's coming out now. There's not much. I mean, what's left?
I know.
Maybe he's making
You know?
a meth lab or something.
I mean,
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
all right, let's go ahead and do the meditation since we have 95 in here.
95 is good numbers. Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then we'll get everyone's questions, answers.
iPhone.
Sorry. Yeah.
Bit of cushy
Yeah.
trouble, Kirsty.
I just know that what happened was this little kid decided to get on top of the fence on the over here by the back. So this little kid who has never ever climbed a fence just decided while we were meditating to climb the fence. So of course the dogs went nuts.
Mhm.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Is this Mark?
Hi,
Hello,
Hello,
how are
mate.
you?
we all good?
Good. Yes.
Yeah, living the
good.
dream, living the dream.
Yeah.
Just a couple of questions I wouldn't mind asking if that's possible.
Sure.
Have you, I've recently come across people saying that they haven't got an inner dialogue. Have you ever come across that?
I've come across people
They
without an inner dialogue, but I've never heard anyone say they haven't.
Yeah, I come across a person the other day who said they haven't got no inner dialogue, and I found that very, very strange.
Yeah. That's an NPC trait. They don't have no internal
Exactly.
monologue going on.
That's not good.
I did think that myself, but I'm
Yeah.
trying to judge. I'm trying to just feel my way through.
Yeah, it's
Or-
interesting that they admit that they said that. Normally, I find people that I can see don't have one, but I don't know. I've never heard of anyone say I don't have an internal monologue going on.
Or an insert or whatever. What's the other one? There's NPCs.
Yeah.
Inserts, yeah.
What
Yeah.
happens to them, Leon? What happens to them is, as they think, they speak. So they speak. They think out loud.
No filter. Yeah.
No,
NPC all day long.
gotta be, ain't it?
Hmm.
Yeah, definitely. Because they seem to run on some. They don't think what like. I mean, yeah, quite a lot. Or most of them, I know they won't think that much before. There's different types of NPC, but I know a lot of the same type. There's no filter, like exactly like you say. They don't think about what they're saying. They don't think about like they're always looking to be happy or looking to go somewhere or looking to got to do something. They're always looking for happiness. They're never thinking about what they've got around them or their family or whatever. They're always looking for something else, more money, a better job, a car. Like that's like NPC. That's what they're feel to be doing and interested in and wanting in it, all that sort of stuff. So when
No, that's the
someone says that,
program.
yeah,
The program
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
run on. Hmm.
And second question was, I was talking to Alex the other day. We was talking on the phone. We was discussing overlays and resets, timelines. And they rang me. He said, I can't remember if he said he had a dream or he had a vision. He said, I had a vision, Mark, that I could see the dome and I'm underneath it. He said, and all of a sudden, the dome disappeared. And he said, all I could see was bright little whites floating upwards. And he said, about 10 seconds later, the dome come back on and we was all in prison again. So just out of that discussion, we was just sitting there thinking, is that possible that they can turn it on and off and flick us back on a different timeline?
No, they can make it look like
they probably
overlaid,
could, but
like it
I don't
was.
think they'd want to. Yeah, I mean,
But-
I don't think they wouldn't do that. They're waiting. They've been waiting for this great awakening, the Grantham. They wouldn't want to. Yeah, it's funny because I was talking to Christian the other day. I didn't know this, couple of 3 weeks ago or something. I didn't know. Oh, sorry, my light's gone off. Hang on. I thought the dark matter field was dark. It's not. It's a bright white light. I'm like, what? I'm like, space isn't even black or dark. He's like, nah. I'm like, what? Blew me away. I didn't know that. I'm like, what? The other side of the firmament is bright. He's like, you'll be amazed when they remove it. I'm like, I wasn't expecting it to be bright. Not at all. I thought the dark matter field was like kind of dark, as you would expect.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's like a I think it's more like what I don't know. I need to clarify more on him with that because I haven't built a picture in my head to even explain it in a synopsis yet. But that's just what I was discussing with him the other week. So I'm like, because I thought it was dark, but I guess the dark sky is the Nibiran Black Void tech. That's the only thing the Nibirans wanted, wasn't it? That the only thing the Nibirans contributed was Black Void technology, which is why our sky is black.
Right.
So I just assumed that outside is kind of dark. You would do, wouldn't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All right
But,
then. Lovely. Thank you. Love this. Lovely.
yeah, no worries. You're all good though, yeah?
Yeah, we're all good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love, bruv.
No.
Sisters.
Yeah.
Praise the army.
Yeah. Treading water till the end.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
All
Yeah.
right, thanks, Mark.
Nice one, bruv.
Yeah, good to see you.
Yeah.
Paul, how you doing, bro?
Paul.
There we go. Paul.
Unmute. There you go.
Hello, everyone.
Look,
Hi,
and
how are
it,
you?
in his name says Paul Spence. Look at that.
Wow.
2 years. 2 years.
Three.
Did you have a good time away, Paul?
Pardon?
Did you have a
What's
good time away? Meeting up with the.
Oh well, yes. Last week we had a little meetup of the Res Army people. I think there was only 9 or 10 of us there, but it was wonderful. I went down. Some others came from Queensland, Marie, and there's a bunch of us, right? And these are people I hadn't met really, and it was wonderful to see them live. But
Mhm.
I was sort of surprised by like how we got on. We there was a vibe there. The conversations were next level, and they didn't stop. We were like 100% making reference, Christian 21, all the information we got, and everyone knew a lot. It was staggering how much we've actually learned.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Absolutely amazing. And we're in a little caravan park up in the Blue Mountains, and we had cabins and stuff, and everyone's kicking around, and we went here and there. We went to the park. We did a meditation.
Mhm.
I hadn't. Well, it was great. And from that, I've come home, and the connection that we had was really quite strong, and I've had these people in my mind ever since. And it just makes me think, when the flash does happen, how we are going to come together.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm waiting for that cerebral cleanse where suddenly, poof, we get all our knowledge, memory back. That'd be something. But yeah, it was a wonderful experience. I'd love to get together again. I think we're going to do another one here in Australia, in Adelaide. It's surprising, like when you got 20 million people here and there's only a dozen of you sort of on the scene. It's, where is everyone else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one resonating soul affects 100,000. I think that's what Christian said.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we were crunching some numbers ourselves, and we took two variables. One, a population of 8 billion, breaking down the 8 billion and the 520 million, we ended up with 1 in 19. If you go to 10 billion, it goes out, it only blows out to 1 in 25. So a typical scenario is when you go down to your local supermarket, and there might be 50 or 100 people in there. And if you think about it, you'll cruise through the shopping center and you won't give a blind eye to anybody, but there'll be one person you make eye contact with, and he gives you a nod. You give him, you just ran across a true soul. And there'll only be 1 in 25. So we were,
well, 3 in 100. 97% is 10 billion.
3 in 100. Yeah, well, that's 1 in 33 odds. It's
Oh, right. Oh, I see. Odds of. Yeah, get with.
yeah, the odds. Like
Yeah.
True Souls versus NPCs extra.
Mhm.
Yeah, we worked out to about 1 in 20, 1 in 25, maybe. And if you go, like I said, if you go down to your local supermarket, you'll see a bunch of 100 people in there. 1 or 2 might be. It seems to be that way. You only meet one if you're lucky. come across one, you give him a nod. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's another one of us that probably hasn't woken up yet, but there they are. So I'm rather thinking that Christian might have snuck up to the Netherlands there somewhere to watch the Aurora. Is that what you guys reckon?
Yeah, he's in Holland. Hmm.
Holland, yeah, Holland. I thought so. I saw a post there.
Yeah, he
Not
posted that he was in Holland.
mincing around, yeah, up there.
With these clogs
Yes, Clark.
and the windmills.
What do? You do like the true soul? Like I do it. True soul.
How you doing?
I wear clogs. Clogs are great.
I know, I had a pair.
I got a $12 pair of
Right.
rubber clogs from Thailand, and I'm never out of them. I work in
Mm.
them, sleep in them. Oh, I don't sleep in them, but I can do everything. They're even good for shoeies. If you know what that is.
Oh, I know what a shoey is. You better tell non-Aussies what a shoey is. They won't know.
What's a shoey? A shoey's a celebratory drink that you pour into your shoe and drink it out of your
Oh, shoot the boot. They do that in rugby.
Ah,
Shoot the
you've got a
boot.
name for it. Okay.
Yeah.
Shoot the boot.
shoe.
Nice
Australia, we shorten all our slang to shoey.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Shoot
they
the
do
boot.
that on after the game. They shoot the boot. After it's the boot that you play in. You gotta
yeah.
they pour it in there. Nope.
Well, it's early here in Australia. Never my finest hour, but I had a question. Regarding NPCs, and I'll put it to you guys. What do you think? Do we want NPCs to know they're NPCs? I mean, they're probably not going to work it out anyway, but I don't know if we should be
No, there's no point. They're just gonna pixelate, so there's no point in telling them.
It's funny you say that because I had a discussion the other day with Christian about NPCs, and I'm like, they're of all of the people that must be the most gutted, the trollers must know that they are NPCs now. They must know that because they have been watching the info. So therefore, they most of them must know that they're NPCs now. They're going to know what. Really, unless you're fucking stupid, you're going to know that this
Yeah, but
info's real.
they don't believe the information. Yeah, they're watching it so that they can make fun of it, but
think-
they don't actually believe it.
I think I know a few NPCs that know that they're gonna go. I've know them personally.
Really?
I think,
Well,
yeah, I've met them. I've spoken to them these people I've met in the last 10 years, and they were trollers. They were trollers. They started off all cool and that, yeah, and turned into trollers of Christian's info and me, and I'm like, wow, they're on the fucking troller page. I couldn't believe it. But I think because they'd already had like 2 years of me telling them about Christian's info. Yeah. And they were into it, and then all of a sudden they fucking weren't in a big way, and then turned into trollers, like 3 or 4 maybe. And but I reckon they know that they're off.
I couldn't think of anything worse, like
No,
to work that out and go, huh, I don't know.
I'd be
if
more inclined to tell someone that they're not an NPC, to be honest. Tell them it's going
Yeah,
to be
that would
fine.
be my plan. I've already
Yeah.
thought about it. Anybody
no,
around me,
you're-
neighbours, friends, it's if I'm asked questions and it gets to that level of detail, which I doubt because that's going to be hysteria, I will explain that you're a human soul. So, because I don't need any extra,
Tell them they'll
like
be
no
fine. Yeah, you don't want the
trauma.
aggro,
It'll be
And
peace and love. That's how
Yeah.
that'd be
no.
my
Like Chris
approach.
said, it's not like all right. It's not like dying. It's not like anything painful. It's just
Mm.
it literally, but gone. It's not anything like they're not going to suffer in any way. But there's no point telling them that you're an NPC and you won't be here in a minute. Unless they've really
Yeah.
pissed you off.
No, I reckon that'd be a bit much. I try to
Yeah,
restrain from
yeah.
that.
It's hard, isn't it? It's not
Yeah.
easy when you know the weight of it's not even a weight, it's very light, but in terms of everything, we all have that empathy element regardless. So you just feel
Yeah.
but it is how it is, and we have to go back to the way it was, the original true souls.
Yeah.
Leon, I'm gonna say good to see you here because
No, nice one.
the Antarctica thing. I'm still a little. This story hasn't not clear to me yet. We're saying that now. My theory is that the map that we see of Antarctica is actually. Oh, did we establish that before?
It's what?
What is it?
Say again?
The map of Antarctica as we see it.
Yeah.
South Pole. That island, it is the South Pole on our globe.
Yeah.
I believe that that's actually in the north.
Yeah, it is. Everything that they're finding the only thing going on in Antarctica is that sky ice facility. They're all looking into that sky ice, and there's shit there. There is stuff there in Antarctica, but what they call Antarctica, it's just stuff on the ice ring. So there's loads of things on the ice ring, all dotted about on top of the ice ring, and in little bits near the ice ring that we islands that we didn't even know about. They're not on any maps anywhere, and some of these places have been overlaid and shielded. So they've been having places like tropical places out in the ocean that you can't see. They're not on the radar or anywhere, but the parasites can use them, come and go. But all of the stuff that they're finding and all this this mad shit and that crystal palace thing, you know, that green crystal palace, that is all the North Pole. That's all Greenland up that way. That's where all that stuff is. The Hyperborea. That's why that crystal palace is at Hyperborea. Because that Hyperborea is where the spirit tree was. Obviously, the most powerful area in any dome is their central spirit tree. But Gateway 10 was the known lands was the most powerful spirit tree in the whole of the gateway because it was the center of the very gateway. So that's why they took this because once they took Hyperborea, they could then take all of the other, you know what I mean, all the way up the scale because they've got like the central column. So that's why all them crystalline temples were there and that.
Yeah. So we can't establish a South Pole because it's a ring.
No, there isn't one. There isn't one. If there is, it's underneath Gateway 10, somewhere at the bottom. there won't be like in that sense. No.
Yeah.
We have the North Pole Hyperborea there. So the three there's Velma mentioned three. The other three portals. Would that be at the gates? Gates of Hades, gates of the exit points from.
You've got the ice wall, 3 exits out the ice
or whatever.
And then you've got the portals, haven't you? The Dyatlov Pass portal. There's loads of natural portals. There's more than 3 natural ones. There's one in Iraq. There's one inside Dona, or several over that way. And then there's the Dyatlov Pass in Russia. I think there's a big portal there because that's what they had Sasquatch guarding. That's why then people got killed around there. And there was a lot of Sasquatch sightings around the Dyatlov area in Russia because there's like big portal activity there. So they put a load of Sasquatch there to make sure people don't go and find it. You know what I mean? The Sasquatch will find them first, definitely, and probably get eaten. Yeah.
Oh well, that was something I had to. So yeah, well it's kind of a bit better rundown of that. Just the exits out of here. Besides Hyperborea, there was and all the portals and stuff set up around the joint on all the nodes. Yeah, coming alive again, I suppose.
While we're on this topic, hold on a second, Paul JT in the chat says North Pole equals Hyperborea by chance. Just to clarify this.
Yeah.
Well, that's what
definitely.
we're saying, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, there isn't a South Pole because you can't get a compass that will point to if there was a South Pole, you'd be able to get a compass that pointed to it, wouldn't you? But there's only a North Pole. That's why there's only a compass that will point north.
That's right. But Globe Model has a South Pole too, and we know it's not the case. But
Yeah.
I'm wondering if those the 3 gates are a bit vague on the names of them. Velma's
They've got several names, but yeah, there's Bird Passage, Morris Pass, and the Summer Gate. They're the 3.
There's the 3.
The 3 out the ice wall gates.
Yeah,
but then they're called something else on the Mateys maps. They're called something else on there, I think.
Yes.
That's what we call the known lands. That's what we call them. But I think they've got other routine names. But I think Claudio calls them different names. I think one
Well,
of them is the Bridge of Hades or something, isn't it? The Bridge of Hades or something like that. Or maybe
yeah,
I've got
yeah.
that wrong.
No, something like that. There was what I've noticed, because I actually made an attempt with Chat GTP to make an illustration as we have the description. And for some funny reason, I think the AI is deliberately not disseminating correct images. Didn't matter how many times I tried to edit and brush up the image it gave me, because I wanted to pick,
What do you,
what I wanted was I was dealing with some tards over there at Flat Earth discussion page, and it's full of NPCs programmed to the globe. But
I'd leave their places alone, mate. They're a nightmare, aren't
oh, they
they?
are. I sort of go
idiots.
to Canada every day, and then, but there is a couple of people now, just in the last week maybe, starting to ask some proper questions, and
Mhm.
with that, you know, I find myself in that situation where you go to explain it, but they're not going to understand your explanation because they haven't got the full story. Then it's really hard to summarize into a text to answer someone's question.
It's a big conversation.
What's that? Lou?
I said it's a big conversation. Like I was saying to Kirsty before, when someone comes along and they've got a question, unless it's a really basic question, you've got a lot of explaining before to put the groundwork in so that they'll
Yeah.
even understand what you meant. So that's not necessarily even that day. They might have to go away for a few weeks and think about what you've said to be able to, you know what I mean? It's a big disparity between what people really don't know and what all us lot have learned from Christian. It's
Oh,
made there's a big gulf. It's
it's huge. It's staggering
it's
what,
massive.
absolutely staggering. But I see them some people asking proper questions, and I try to give the proper answer, but in doing so, it's a lot we had to process, and I frankly I don't know how anyone's going to fast track from here at this point. But
Unlikely.
Christian
Not
did
being
say
negative.
5 minutes. Just hearing him for 5 minutes. I don't know which video you'd give to someone if they only had 5 minutes to pick it up, but
I think
It
they're
wouldn't
better off
matter
knowing
because of the harmonics and the coding within the individual. So if the individual's got the right coding and they hear his voice, then that would be enough, just like it was for us. But it's
yeah,
like what we were saying earlier, the issue now we've got is time. Like we're all coded for what we came here to do. And I think this is where those scare events come in, and that will be those ones that we're waiting on.
yeah,
That will be the wake up. I think that's how it will go down.
yes. Um, I know. Well, there was something else I wanted just so the dragons basically were the pinnacle of our animal life creation, I think. But
You
then
said something about dragons were the first like animal to be
proper
created.
clever animal.
proper clever animal, yeah.
Yeah.
Did they actually have their own civilization? Because I heard a story a long time ago about the dragon race, the Dracos, who were so powerful they had to be put on their own, in their own uh, cosmos thing, away from everybody. And a faction of their civilization defected like the custodian, like the same scenario in the custodians. And they were booted from their place, and then they came here they
Mm.
came into our
Mm. Because the custodians took all the DNA of everything they wanted long before they pulled a fast one and shafted everyone. They went and made all their parasitic, they made the Anuk, they made the Nibiruans, they made all of their helpers in their little armies. So there's loads of positive dragons. I don't know about civilization. I know we still have them in all the other densities, but
because
they're obviously don't eat meat and cows and people and that. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But, identical dragon.
it was those I thought it was those that made the reptilians.
Yeah, it was. So the Omicron and Alpha Draco came from dragon DNA, but they would have been positive dragon DNA that they were took from, and then they've made,
Yeah,
meat eating dragons out of.
going back before animals or dragons. You know, we made a rock, we put some water on it, we grew some mold or something at the water's edge, and then we grew trees. And before animal, like we were trees, experiencing existence as a tree.
Yeah, plants and the
But that was before animals were created, and then yeah, and because first it was aquatic. The first things would have been aquatic.
plant life, ocean plant life.
Yeah, Christian mentioned the dolphins and the whales. They would be older than the dragons. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah,
that's just something curious. I mean,
I just looked up his post here. He said dragons part of the first. This was from Christian, by the way. Dragons part of the first original animal kingdom, seeded after whales and dolphins. Well, there you go.
yeah.
Right.
That's I picked that up the other. I saw that too, Gary. Yeah. So it made me think because where I'm coming from is a complete evolutionary story. So after we made dragons and animals and all these things, we then went about making a humanoid vessel. Yeah, is that the story? Was
Yeah.
it? Was the
Animals come first. The animal kingdom come first, and then hominids.
yeah? So when were the first hominoids? Was that early Lyrian?
Well, I reckon.
Were Lyrians
Mm,
before Custodian?
Yeah, yeah. It would have been early Lyran lineage. That would have been. Well, was there the Polarans? I'm trying to think. Were the Polarans before the Lyrans, or was that synonymous? No, they were synonymous with the Lyrans. The Polarans, I think, were another. I might have got that name wrong. I think it was the Polarans. The Polarans. Polarans.
Yeah.
Bellman's the expert on that. But yeah, so the Lyran lineage is the oldest lineage. Yeah. But then that's a lot of necessarily different species now, the original Lyran lineage, because they're not, like Christian says, not feline necessarily.
No,
They
but
weren't.
it was the first legs and arms.
Yeah.
Had,
Yeah.
you know.
Long limbs.
Oh yeah, I'm guessing it was Lyrian or early Lyrian, perhaps, because as I said once, my Lightweb's reading for me was my first physical breath was Lyrian, early Lyrian. I'm not even sure if it was early Lyrian because I think we might have been still in light form as early Lyrian, but later on we got full-blown vessels. That's when I jumped in, but that's a long way from the beginning after trees, aquatic animals, trees, and all that. So quite a journey there, but so the dragons ended up being the pinnacle of the animal creation. I take it. Don't know. We'll have to wait and see on that one. I don't think I've got anything else at the minute. I can't think of it. But anyway, anyone else got their hand up here or what?
Mama,
Mama's next, is she? Oh,
did
yeah.
you finish that fence,
Mama.
Paul
Hey,
Spence?
Mama.
I did actually no, I didn't. The guy's got to pull a tree stump out and then I'll go back and fix it. But
Ooh.
it's no problem. No, yeah, I just left a couple of panels out and yeah, I'm doing it easy now. If I just I don't look for another job until I need to, and one pops up, everything's
Yeah, but you had to finish that before you left for the
Okay.
Blue Mountains. So,
yeah, I kind of rushed it and just closed it up. And I was belting to get down there. It was
all
great.
right. Thanks, Paul.
No worries. We'll get together, guys, because it's a wonderful thing when meeting your Res Army members. I hope we can do it again.
Yes.
Anyway,
Yeah,
Awesome.
that'd be good.
Thanks,
I was
Paul.
thinking with Leon being a hod carrier for like Christian. Hurry up, Sinclair! Get that mortar up here.
oh, just before I go, I was thinking last week's show. There was a couple of people I would have loved to have jumped in with to to continue the conversation there. But our format here is like, having someone pop by and say whatever. But I think, it'd be good to see some conversations flowing between people here.
That's what the chat is for.
Yeah, well, I guess you can keep up with that. You're doing all right. Okay, well, let's carry on. I might still need to...
Thanks, Paul.
Good to see you, Paul.
Nice one, bro.
Marmar.
Mama.
Hi there.
Hello, mate.
Hi, Marmar.
I just wanted to share that like my social media is Truth Social, as I've said before. And there was a post this past week that Dan Scavino, who I know isn't the real one, put about that he and Laura and Eric Trump raised millions of dollars for St. Jude's Hospital, and I couldn't resist. So this is what I wrote.
Yes.
I said, St. Jude will be exposed soon. They were a child trafficking place, not a place that cared for children. And I've gotten 15 responses from that, all positive.
Nice.
And like 5 people are now following me.
Nice.
Awesome.
And I've looked each one of them up, and they're all like God-fearing, God-loving, USA, all this. And I'm thinking, you're only going to see Christians' information because that's all.
Yep. Make sure you put the God post first.
Yeah, I just, I'm not going to antagonize them, but I figure,
that's not antagonizing. That's just truth.
If you're going to follow me, you're going to see all this truth.
Yeah.
So
Jesus was a pedophile.
Yeah. I just thought that was, kind of like maybe some of these are, Terran souls that are still caught up in the truther world and the God-fearing stuff.
Most likely they are, because otherwise, if they were NPCs, they wouldn't have asked the question. They wouldn't have commented. They wouldn't have said anything.
If they're reacting, I'm thinking there's some soul in there.
Yep.
So that's
Marmar.
Yeah. Just continuing on, pushing out that information.
Sure, like a rash.
I know we need more
that's
people
right.
on Truth. Like every platform they're all important. Whatever on whatever.
Yeah.
Instagram, Truth, TikTok, whatever. Hey, whatever. It's got to spread it like a rash.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do. So.
Yeah. Good for you. Good for you.
Awesome. Thanks, Marmar.
Yeah.
That's a good job.
That's all I wanted to share.
All right. Thanks,
Nice
Marmar.
one.
Yeah, good to see you, Marmar. And when we started, we had a whole bunch of people with hands up, and then
I don't know what happened,
disappeared.
but we have
Where'd
no
you
one
go?
to put a hand up, and so we can end the show, or we can
Like
dance.
Randy had his hand up, and then he disappeared unless his wife told him that he's got to.
Oh, there's Ralph.
Yeah.
Of course, Ralph's got to put his hand up. We got to have Ralph. What would we do if we didn't have Ralph?
That's like, well, Ralph.
Happy belated birthday, Ralph.
Yes.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, I was out shopping and I just got home, so I was doing all my other stuff. That's why I put my hand down, but I got done. So
yes, we are always with you when you do go to Sunday shopping. Yes.
That's crazy, man. Well, I got the day off, so it's a Super Bowl Sunday. I got the day off, so
there you go.
Happy about that. So I was talking with Dingster and some of the guys this morning, and
nice.
We were going over some cool stuff, and she didn't even see Leon's stuff. She was like, "What are you talking about?" It's like, dude, you got to go on and check that out. But good.
Yeah,
job,
everybody's
buddy.
comments last night were like, What's going on, Leon? Oh my gosh!" I'm like, Leon, way to drop the bomb and then roll out.
But yeah, that was good stuff, man. Love that kind of. See, I love watching those videos on YouTube anyway, with the the cop stops and all that kind of stuff. So it was a blast, man. It's like you calling them cunts and everything. I love that part.
I don't know, back. Hey, honestly, fucking hell. Because honestly, I feel empowered because of Christian's info. Because now I know that I knew about the Satanism, but I didn't know. Because all us resonating army, we can explain to anyone in a position of power why they're going through what they got. We can see it all. We've got everything's transparent now. There's no big mysteries. We know about the orphan trains, the mud flood, Satanism. We know about it all. So
Yeah.
and none of them know anything about it. All they know is that they're just doing their job, and that there's a lot of empty offices, and that things are a bit strange, and that there might be a virus again. That's all they know. So when you hit them with loads of info about all the truth, you know, it's like throwing shit at a wall. Some of it will go in, because they'll still be thinking about the first thing you said by the time you've said another 8 things, because it's all new info.
Yeah.
But when you hit them with loads of it, and it's all, like, we all know it's real, and I know for a fact that you know, like, my common law shouldn't work. It shouldn't really. I mean, it should. No. But like, well, there's common law experts out there getting 6 months for contempt of court and stuff, and I can't get put in front of a magistrate. They're not up. They don't want to put me there. To be honest, they shouldn't let me go.
Yeah.
But like, I still haven't been to court for so many things that are proper mad. Like, I'm pretty bemused about the whole thing, because that all seems to have disappeared. They don't even talk to me about it. Any of it. Loads of it. They don't.
Well,
they won't even
that's just it. They don't want you. They don't want you to talk to them guys. Don't talk to them.
No.
That's the big thing.
No,
just don't even talk to them. And then when he came up and
why
said he smelled cannabis, it was like, dude, man, come on. Every freaking video on YouTube's got that. Can't you come up with something better than that?
Yeah, of course he's going to say that.
And my partner also.
Yeah. Exactly. She said that there's no way that she can smelt that weed. She said, if I smelt weed in the motor, I would have asked you to move it. She hates weed. And it was right on the dashboard. And it's just weird. The whole thing was.
And he says covered up by aftershave or something. What did he say? Something?
Yeah, and a whole lot of aftershave.
Aftershave, fucking hell. No. Do you know what? Because I don't smoke weed. The weed was fucking my mate's.
Yeah.
But, like, we had a bit. There was some on the floor, and I picked it up when he got out the motor, and I thought, oh, there's weed on the floor, so I put it a bit there, and I stuck a bit in the glove box there, and they left like more than they took. It was weird. It was like, wow, what the fuck? They didn't even do that properly.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the whole thing here is
I've
they tell you to ask them. Then when they say that they smell it, the next question you ask them is, well, you smell burnt weed or fresh weed? Because there's a difference. And then they have to answer. And if they smell burnt, that's the wrong answer, bro. You know,
I've got a lot of fresh weed though.
Yeah, so it just it's the little tricks that they play, and all the words that they use and all that stuff, just to get you, to
joinder.
up.
It's all joinder, man. They just want to rope you in.
My charges, right? My fucking charges. Yeah. My
shut that
charges
mouth.
were
They
so
can't do shit.
ridiculous. They were my alleged offences, not charges. My alleged offences were assaulting 2 emergency workers. Well, I didn't. They assaulted me, so that's called a fight. I weren't arrested at that point. We had a fight. They started on me, and I fought back. Why not? That's what you're allowed to do. So that goes out the window. Possession of a bladed article. I'll explain that. It was a decorative knife that I was going to give my son, my mate's son, for his 16th. And the other thing was obviously cannabis. They said driving with excess cannabis. I said, how the fuck do you know I was driving with excess cannabis? You haven't tested me. I said, I told you in an interview that I didn't smoke weed today because I'm taking my mate's daughter to dance club. So I smoked weed. I said when I was around the back of the van, I said I smoked weed every day since I was 14. But in interview, he said about the cannabis. I said, yeah, mate. I said I smoke weed all the time. I said, unless I'm taking my mate's daughter to dance class, I'll smoke weed all the time. He said, so you haven't smoked weed today? I'm like, no. And he's like, and he looked, and then he looked down. I think he thought, when he was looking at the charge sheet, I reckon he was probably thinking, oh, well, we can't do that. We can't. And then what was the other thing? Something pathetic. Something fucking pathetic. Oh, what was it? I haven't got it with me. I can't remember. There was like 6 things on there, but they were basically pathetic. Like nothing.
Well, they don't know the law, bud. Most cops don't have an idea, not one stinking idea about it. They have no idea. They just do what they're told and follow the orders and all that stuff, and it just sucks.
That's the thing. It's endemic or systemic, whatever you call it. That's how they operate as a species. You know what I mean? It's what they do. That's their work in practice. Is that act, statutes, policy? Try and get the front door open for joinder. Try and get the car door open for joinder. Well, can you find anything? What can you see? Can you smell anything? It's just all that. It's all trying to get any act, statute, or policy that they can hook you to your straw man with, get joinder, and then as soon as you've signed a bit of paper, you're laughing. Sorry, they're laughing because now they've got your joint, your bond money. That's all they're there for. And letting them know that, they can all fuck themselves. I'll tell you what, because I definitely ain't having it. I've written to all 14 of the Crown Prosecution Services head offices.
Yeah.
I'm just going to send them the same letter. I'm just going to make it as high profile as absolute possible. I want everyone, all of them cunts to know about it. High profile for them, because none of them know anything about any of this. They're all just turning up at work, just scratching their heads as to why 50% of the office staff have gone the last 3 years. That's all they're doing. You know what I mean? Carrying on as normal. And in the process,
send your footage to the TV station. Just send it, because they'll use it. They need something to put on anyway, so they'll use it. Look at these guys that were fighting it.
I want to get my interview when I get my interview out of them, because they'll have to give me the body cam footage that they've got and also my interview. I'm only interested in the interview, really, because I've seen the assault. I could clearly see that I was assaulted when that was it.
Yeah.
Obstructing police powers to search for drugs. I'm like, how the fuck did I obstruct you, you fucking idiot? You know what I mean? I got out of the van, give you the key, and then you fucking assaulted me immediately. That ain't obstructing. So they have got no case at all about anything to do with stopping me. They're just idiots.
Well, I thought you did a great job, buddy. That's all I got to say.
One.
And pat you on the back.
And Liz has got some good footage. She can put in also some good as an ender or something for video. She can include that.
Well, it was always fun to watch. I wanted to tell you when I saw you on this morning. I said, "Oh man, I got to get in there and tell him what a great job you did." It was so much fun, and some of the other stuff. Lowe's video this past week with the "Take Me Home." Love that, Lowe. Awesome stuff there, and just wanted to say hey to everybody and pass my love on to just everybody and. We're almost home, guys. Almost there.
Yeah.
So
Lowe's video was awesome with the.
Oh man, what a great shot! Yeah, that song made me cry when I first heard it, and now when she's doing it, it really was good. So you guys stay up, keep the vibes high, and we'll be watching. All right, and thank you so much for all you guys do.
Love you, Ralph.
All the monitor, all the caretakers, all you guys. We love you, girls, and
Welcoming
thank you so much.
do a great job.
Greeters do a fantastic.
Everybody does great, and so it's wonderful to see. There's Lo. Hey,
there's Lo.
Hi, sorry, it's getting to the school time, so I'm trying to get the kids organized.
Apologies. I got you.
He was just talking about your video.
I just wanted to say I love your video. So good to have you here and great to see everybody. So have a great week, guys, and maybe we'll see you next week. And we'll be there for the meditation on Wednesday. Talk to you soon, guys.
Thanks, Ralph.
See you, Ralph.
Good to see you.
Bye-bye.
Big love.
Bye.
All right, Randy, need the video, please.
Randy, can you turn your camera on?
Oh, his video's not working. He's got storage issues on his phone, so...
we can't spotlight him, but we can unmute him.
Yeah.
I think. No?
Can I unmute?
Yeah, well, you can ask him to yeah, there you go.
There you go.
All right, got it. We're good.
Randy!
You can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you.
The voice from the abyss.
I just want to say hi. And,
hello, mate.
That's why I took my hand down, because I couldn't get my camera working. I don't know. I took all the photos I put off. I can't get my apps to come on. I can't figure out how to delete my apps. So I don't know.
If you what do you have, an iPhone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one is it though?
That's a 12.
Yeah, you can't.
That'll be why. Yeah.
You can't. You've got to get a new phone. I had to do this last year. I just got one of the older phones, but it's newer older phones, not the brand new phone. And I just got whatever the cheapest.
When your camera stops working, you've got to get a new phone.
No, when you have too much, if you get too many apps on your phone, there's no way to delete apps. This is the older iPhones. Now you can.
Yeah,
but
they don't include an SD card for external storage there, Leon. This is the issue.
Right, got you.
So you're using whatever the phone came with.
Yeah,
so unless you bought like the most expensive one with the most, most
storage.
Yeah, that's my. I had to do the same thing, Randy. Just go get the cheapest iPhone, whatever phone you want, but the cheapest one that's like not the brand new one, but the one that's maybe one or two back. and just get the lowest plan you can possibly get. We're not going to be here
It'll be
much
the
longer anyway.
14
So
onwards, I think.
yeah.
Because it's up to the issues are up to the iPhone 13, I believe. So it's
Mhm.
after that one.
And your
Guys, I need to
account
jump
will
off and
still
get my
be
kids
in
to school.
there in Telegram.
Hi everyone.
Yeah.
I need to go do school run. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Okay, got
Bye,
it.
See you.
Lolo.
Bye.
Big love, love.
Hey,
Yeah, this just your Telegram account will still be in there from your phone number, so you don't have to worry about that with the new
it
phone.
was still on this phone. It was on this phone too. So
Do what?
it was on this phone too. So it was still there on
Right.
this
So you
phone.
won't have
So,
to. Yeah. So you won't have to worry about that.
yeah. Okay. I'll see y'all next week.
New and improved Randy.
Yeah.
I knew it. You tell her we're gonna get kicked out.
I started to see that show the blackout, so it would be that my new setting would be the blackout.
Yeah, yeah. He's not in the weeds, and he's not in the doesn't have the bridge behind him. He's
I'm in
just
the dark. I'm in the dark now.
in the dark. How's the missus, Randy?
She's doing good. She drove today.
Really?
Good.
So she's off your case a little bit. You got a little break there.
Yeah.
Good. You got to get her drugs still.
No, she went and got me some drugs today.
Did she?
She went and got me a big drug shot.
Leon, Randy wants to get just like you got. He wants
What's
to become
that?
a shatter man.
Yeah. There. What state are you in, Randy?
Texas.
Texas. Yeah. Is it legal? What's the coup in Texas? I forget.
It's illegal.
It's illegal. Yeah. I remember not that well, about 20 or 30 years ago, someone out in Texas got 99 years in prison for half an ounce of cannabis, 14 grams, somewhere in Texas, about 30 years ago. 99 years or an ounce of cannabis, very small amount. And I was
Yeah.
like, what? Wow, 99 years. Is that like a thing out there, is it? Not
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
obviously, but I mean, it's still illegal, is it?
Yeah, my cousin got he just got out of prison for he's been in prison for a long time.
Yeah.
He was in prison for a long time for like
What for?
an ounce.
Cannabis? Really? Yeah. Dodgy, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
It can't be that bad now, surely. Not with the rest of America all going like mostly like relaxed
Yeah,
about it.
It ain't that bad now. Probably why I got out. But
Guys, sorry about there's a troller, but what they do is they come in, they write something in the chat, and then they leave real quick, so we can't even get them out. It's just they're NPCs, they're infiltrators. Like we don't pay
Yeah.
any attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's all good.
We see it. We're on it.
Yeah, we're see it, but he's already gone. Like he goes before he can. But I know who he is now, so I won't let him back in. So
Yeah.
all good. All right, Randy, you good?
yeah, I'm good.
All right. Have you gotten your bong yet?
No.
He's,
Oh.
he's
All right,
working.
next week I want a full report. I need the bong.
All right.
All right. All right. See you later, Randy.
Yeah, big love, Randy.
Nice one, bro.
I love y'all.
Big love, Randy.
Still, here we go. Catherine.
Hey, hello.
You get to unmute.
Sorry, I'm a little bit
There you go.
untesty today. Almost. Yeah, I was just I've been in an observer mood of late, and I did go on to X. I'm only on a couple of channels, subscribed to a few channels, and there are some people I've been sharing Christian's information. There's some people that are on there that are, you know, resonating, which is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. But I think it's sort of almost feel like I want to some bombard and, you know, really, you know, these controlled influencers that have been keeping, you know, the torrent souls in that loop. I woke up yesterday thinking we really need to target places like that where it's just been rife with the silver, gold, the you know, continual information which is keeping people in that fear programming. And I just feel that you know, I've had like a momentum to really, I don't know whether to hold a space there, just to, you know, really get people out of that, you know. I don't know, what do you think? That's what I wanted to ask you, whether it's worth it or not.
Mm. What do you get? Do you get people commenting and stuff? Do you get positive feedback off of it?
I mean, I've got like a pinned video of Christian's information,
Mm,
and it's been, I mean, I am shadow banned on there. I have been for a long time. Um,
mm,
but I've had about over 200 views on it and a couple of likes. So obviously people are looking at that information.
mm.
And I've noticed a few others that have shared Christian's information. But it's like you've got these, like this circuit.
Yeah.
We're all aware of it. I've been aware of it for you know, since 22. There's been these limited hangout truthers that have made a lot of money, as you know.
Mm,
And it just pisses me off, to be honest. You know, I'm trying, you know, obviously keep trying to keep that positive vibration, but it really annoys me that
yeah.
um they're
Frustrating.
still reiterating that information and people believe that the New World Order is that, you know, oh,
Yeah, I know. It's boring.
it just angers me. Today, I mean, I'm constantly putting in that positive energy. Wherever I go, I like to do that. But I'm
Mhm.
so aware, mindful of the emotions coming up right now, and thinking about the collective consciousness as well, on hearing about those that have been asleep at the wheel, hearing about just an element, a small element of what's been going on with children, you know?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. People like, well, I talk to people about it now that I was talking to people, the same people, a couple of years later, a year later, and they're not like, if you're off your fucking head. They're more, and they're very asleep, but they're more like, all right, something is going on, but it's not quite what you think. Not what I think is what they're telling me. But now they've gone from like, no, clearly something's going on. So, people are not necessarily being won over, not like how you'd think, but people are noticing that there's major shit going on. You know, when I talked to the
yeah,
police about it the other day, they clearly did. They didn't want to talk, they didn't say a word about it, but just them like a bit destroyed. Some of them, you know what I mean? They know, they well know, but people are a bit reluctant. Well, I mean, you've got the whole, like Christian said, the most important thing is the shape of the earth. Now, you try discussing that with most people, they're not up for that. It's too much for them. A lot of people now know this the Earth's flat, but for anyone to have a start on Christian's info, they need to know that first. Because any question that comes after that, unless they don't know the shape of the Earth, when you know the shape of the Earth, then all the real questions come out. When you
yeah,
actually realise that, all right, fuck me, it is flat. Wow, it's flat. So then, what is behind the ice wall? Where is the sun and the moon? You know, all that sort of thing. They're the questions that help people progress. But until they've worked out that, because in their mind they're still either laughing or they're like not confident to commit to saying it, even to their best mate. I think the Earth's flat. Do you know what I
yeah,
mean? But until
yeah,
they get to that point, until they've realised, and if they're all into NASA and all that, there's no hope for them. Not now. But if they know that the Earth is flat, then they've got a chance. But I mean, the people that because I tried that flat Earth discussions and this, that, the other, and because I thought maybe there's a way of like waking a few people up because the information's pretty easy to understand if you allow yourself. But even the flat Earth people, were very much, they were like one geezer who ran a channel. He was on that Richard Hope show, and I said to Richard, "Have you got that geezer's number? You had him on there the other day." I said, "He's a brilliant geezer." I said, "He's got he's worked out loads of stuff." I said, "But he had loads of questions." And I told Richard the answers to all the questions that this bloke had. You give him a call. But he weren't up for it. He's like, "Well, where's your proof? Where's your evidence? Where's your research? I've been researching this." And I'm like, "I'm just it's an NPC in it again, probably."
Yeah.
He's worked all this out, but he's not.
Yeah.
He's like, "No, I need to see documents, paperwork, where have you calculations and all that." And I'm like, "There ain't none, mate. This is like what I'm saying." But totally against Christian's info, even though he knew the Earth was well flat and he knew lots of stuff. So, but Christian's info, he weren't having it. No way. But it answered all of his questions that he was desperate for answers for,
Exactly.
which is it's mental, isn't it? So how can you're flogging a dead horse there?
It's just, yeah, I've been really thinking about it consciously, with regards to like, we're getting very, very close now. We all feel it, don't we? But there are still some souls that are like starting to jump out of that programming. I think it's always been in me though, in my heart and soul. We all knew that we'd be here to help and to assist. And we've never been, part of that. We've almost been like divergent in every aspect since being a child. So we all had that in us. We came in with that coding, didn't we? But I just don't know whether to switch off from social media because the only things that I listen to are Christians' information. And also when I paint, I get certain thoughts which give me that inner grace, that inner peace, But yeah, I've always been an observer, Leon, and I've always been quite quiet. But I think through this journey, you do have to come out and you have to share and shine that light. And I think we're all doing that. And
that's all we got to do. We're doing
that's
just what we like doing. It's easy. We like doing it. We know what we're doing. And just shine that light. Just even though it's in a dark warehouse, a tiny candle blows on.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah, the wind trying to blow the flame out and all that. It's like you're walking along like holding it like that. But yeah, no, that's all we can do is just keep pushing. I was saying to Velma earlier that all we can do is just keep pumping it out. Whatever we can do right up until lockdown, until the moment.
I feel more fired. I do feel more fired. And it's trying to be, because I've been very, very shadow banned. I don't know if that's the right word to use. I just think that if you're ahead of the game, that they don't want people to know the information. So I understand that. I really do understand that. But I think we're at that point now, aren't we, where the real information needs to be, people need to hear it, see it, and because it does make such a difference.
Yeah.
Because lying, all that,
it's incredible the amount of footwear to everything. That's the thing. People they struggle because I did, and I was well into it already. But it is literally every single thing. It's everything, right from the grass seed, the dust. I mean, everything. It's like the insects. We don't have any insects like that here. They've all been made. They've all been turned. They've either been had their true intent turned around to a negative intent to harm us, or they've been created to harm us, like mosquitoes, all this parasitic stuff. Just that. I mean, when people realise, oh my goodness, it's literally everything.
It is
so
everything.
People trying to work, people quoting Copernicus and fucking this, that, the other. It is so lame 4 years later to be saying, well, no, because NASA said. I still see comments like that. It's like, oh, right, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't bother with I don't reply to nothing like that. So when you're asking that question about social media, I'd steer well away from all that negative, low vibrational people. Stick with people that know the shape of the earth. You've got a slight chance of making a bit of headway. But most people
you also can see it, can't you? I can't be around. I think we become more sensitive to frequency and vibration, and energy, the energy of people, and protecting your energy field, especially when you go onto social media. It's like, oh.
I was walking down the street the other day there, and a guy had a jacket on with the NASA logo on it. I was like, I was about to like, okay, let it go. Just let it go. Keep walking.
Hebrew for deceiver is like, never a straight answer.
Yeah, shut up.
It's funny, I replied to you. Yeah.
The road we've all been down that journey. What amazing souls, honestly. And what we've all gone through these, it's just, it hits you, doesn't it? It hit me today, I wasn't even kind of come on to speaker. I've been in, listening. I like listening, but I've gone through that. I was angry today, so I put some music on and boogied all down. I love the dancing. Do you know, that's one thing thank you for that, because I used to love dancing. And at the end, when you do the dance, it just, it's so...
Yeah, fantastic addition. Brilliant.
Yes,
really good.
Good
it's
idea.
wonderful.
Good idea.
Yeah.
What amazing souls you are. I love you all.
Bless
Sorry,
you. You too.
Oh, I love you, Catherine.
Yeah.
You're amazing too.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah.
You all are.
Yeah. Keep shining your light. Stay away from those low vibrational areas.
I think you're right. I think I just get frustrated, Leon.
I know. It's annoying. It's very annoying. I started replying to some like really basic questions, and people are like, they're like sharks. They want to know the answer, but you give them the answer and they want to attack you for it. It's like, well, fuck this. You know what I mean? I'll let you crack on with it,
I just started saying, do you really want to know? And then they go, no. Okay.
It's just so superficial.
I ask them.
It's just so superficial, isn't it? Social media,
Yeah.
And they're all in it for the money, and they call themselves truthers, and actually no.
Yeah.
They don't want it to end. Why would they? They don't want to end the gravy train. Why would you want it?
Yeah.
This is like the easiest money they've ever made in their life right now.
Yeah.
The past couple of years.
Yeah, that's it.
I want to see them all in a FEMA camp.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably will.
I do. I want to see all the fake truthers in the FEMA camp. Have a special camp just for the fake truthers.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
On Telegram, I got a phone call of somebody calling himself JFK. And
they always do that. They've been doing that for years.
But he'd messaged me as well saying that about the Nazara Jazara and the Golden Stuff.
Exactly. Yeah.
I felt like saying F off. Sorry, I shouldn't swear, but for fuck's sake.
They really? Is it coming tomorrow?
Get me out of here.
There may be a delay. I heard that maybe delay now. Next week.
No, the cabal is still in charge. So no, we can't have it tomorrow.
Like I said, the best one is when it does, you're going to get it. It's going to be in your account, but you can't access it.
Right. You can't. You can't access it yet.
Yeah. Just got to wait.
Stole it all from us anyway. They ripped us off. I can't wait for the end of this. But obviously, like somebody said the week before last, it is that process, isn't it? But for me, I've been on this since October.
We're getting to the end, though, Catherine. This is the end. Like you can feel that
I'm
it's
getting
the
worn
end.
out.
You know,
we're all getting there, aren't we?
Yeah, you can feel it's the end. Yeah, I mean, like I just read about like Epstein, like ordering the sulfuric acid to dissolve the children. That's in mainstream.
Is that?
I was going to ask you, Kirsten. Is that mainstream news?
Wow.
Yeah, that's the general. That came out on the I mean, that's
how
what I'm saying. Like, there's not much more they can put. What else can you put out? I mean, I know they're not saying it on the news. That's the thing, and that's the only thing people are watching. They're like, "Oh, that's not saying anything," But it's all over social media.
The fact, do you know what? The fact that they've started to reveal the darker truths. We've not touched on the ninth circle yet, or the frazzle drip, the anti-Wiener locked-up, but
I'll cover that in
now
EBS.
a lot of you not thinking about politics. They're actually thinking about satanic, which
Yeah.
we've known about. You know, it's like that is
Yeah, yeah.
brilliant that that's
Yeah.
happening.
Christian
Yeah.
said, right, when I first met Christian in the first 6 months, he said that when they start talking about Epstein Island, because do you remember, I first heard about Epstein Island about a week before COVID, or
Yeah.
very,
Yeah,
very
that's when
shortly
it came out on the
and then all of
dark.
a sudden it bled into COVID, and then it disappeared.
Yeah.
And then like a year or two later, I met Christian, and he said when they start talking about the Epstein flight log in the mainstream news, he said that's when you know that'll be like around about the time.
Right.
And, but
Yeah.
we were waiting for that or King Charles, like something major. The Epstein
Yeah.
Take it
flight
with the
log,
big man.
King
But
Charles or
Actually,
Trump,
Well,
something like
yeah,
that.
that's he's
he's
saying
long
now
gone as
Trump.
well,
It's
doesn't he?
it's any
And now
Fuzzy
we've had
fingers.
Trump, getting rid of Trump is any minute because they don't need him anymore. He's just the mouthpiece. They don't need him anymore. So he's saying that's going to happen any minute.
Yeah.
Well, look at how many people now know that he's chums matey with Epstein. I've
Yeah.
seen fucking
Yeah.
dozens of videos. So
What-
have everybody else.
Somebody brought up, I don't know what this was on, but somebody brought up the fact that they keep I think it was on TikTok. They keep showing his hands. They're all bruised
Yeah.
up or something.
Yes,
Like
I've
either
seen
he's got a
that.
disease. So is he going to go bye-bye because he's got a disease, or is someone
Hey,
doing something to him?
What,
his
Trump?
plane's gonna blow up.
They keep showing his hands are bruised.
Yeah,
They keep
are
showing it.
discolored.
Another one came
Yeah.
out today.
He's going to get. I reckon he's going to get assassinated, not die of natural causes or something. I don't know what the hand thing is, but I think doesn't that their little bit their biblical prophecy doesn't it? It is an assassination, and it's not like the Antichrist dies and then comes back. He's killed and comes back, isn't it? And they don't like to go with their biblical prophecy shit. I don't think it's biblical or their Masonic biblical prophecy because they've got their own biblical version of creation, haven't they? They've got their own one.
That was
Adam
another
and Eve, they've
TikTok thing I saw today. Is the 7th of the 7th of the 7th, the 777 or whatever, and it's Super Bowl Sunday. I mean, the big things of I don't know what's going to happen today. Maybe nothing. Maybe it's another nothing
When is-
burger. But a lot of
is the
stuff.
EBS colours as well. I mean,
lot of
it's
stuff
chaotic,
is
isn't it?
is
Oh, what did
happening
you say,
today
Kier, the
biblically.
song? What song is they're playing there? What is the name of the song?
Bad Bunny is Blackout.
Oh,
Bad
The
Bunny
name of the
is-
song that he's going to sing at halftime is Blackout.
oh,
Really?
God.
It's,
When is
it's
that?
not a movie though. Not a movie.
When is
I don't
the
know.
Super Bowl? When is it? When is the Super
in,
Bowl?
It
2
starts in
hours.
about an hour and 30 minutes, I think.
Really?
Hmm
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's usually like
Eating, but that's for sure.
6:15 or 6:30 or something like that. It's like the kickoff.
And the song they're playing is called Blackout.
Yeah.
At halftime, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. See if the lights come on it. See if the lights come on it. Blackout.
Yeah.
And the
Maybe
EBS
that.
colours as well. Do you know that?
Yeah, maybe a bunch of 17s in the background.
Yeah, 17,
Chorus.
17, 17.
What's the EBS colours, Catherine?
Oh God, there's pink, there's blues, there's
Oh, I
yellows.
didn't know there was any colour
Green.
to it. What do you mean? What's coloured
You know
those
when
colours?
you know that logo with the EBS, it has like bars of colour.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
I've got it. I think I've seen it on.
I didn't know the EBS had a logo. I didn't know that.
Like when the
6:30 it
station goes
starts.
offline
in-
and they play that like color thing.
Unless it could be a meme.
The color chart.
I used to call
It
them
starts at
memes.
6:30, so that's in an hour and 40 minutes.
There we go.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Like when
And
the
you know
station
what?
goes
One of
offline.
the Q posts is 6 o'clock can be dangerous, and another Q post is will make the Super Bowl look like the Puppy Bowl.
What is Trump going to
And
the
I don't
Super
think
Bowl?
we're getting another
No,
Super
he's
Bowl.
not. We looked at that angle. Yeah,
No,
no.
Trump's not gonna be there.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was
we're-
going to
we're
say, where
hoping
he'd be
for
the
that
air
one.
shaking out
I
there.
know.
Yeah.
But I said that doesn't
Would've been
mean they
perfect.
can't take him out wherever he is, right?
I'll give him a
Yeah.
lift if he wants.
I'll be right there.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They have the the assassination thing because they tried to assassinate Trump already a couple times, so like, it's leading towards I'd say assassination rather than
Yeah.
helping.
Yeah, but why did they
Yeah.
keep showing his hands? They're all bruised up.
Another one. I don't know. He pissed someone off, and then he gets assassinated. He gets shot.
But what are they beating him up in the plane? I mean, what is
Yeah.
what's going on with the hands? Weird.
Start
I don't know.
figuring out the next move. It's quite good. I love doing that.
All right, we got to move on.
All right, you
Thanks,
take care.
Catherine.
All right, Catherine. Yeah,
Great
great to
week,
see you.
everyone. Love you all. Take care.
Love you.
Nice one, darling. Big love. Big love, Catherine.
Bye.
Joseph.
What's happening? Is that a bunch of bills in the back? What is that picture?
Yeah.
Joseph,
Did you get the
how you doing,
unmute?
mate?
Oh, there. You get the unmute? No. There you go. No? I hit it. I hit it again. You need it again?
I did it. We're bombarding them with ask to unmute.
Oh. No, you're still muted. No? Do you want to go out and come back in? There's still room. I don't know. What, are you on an iPad? No? A phone? Computer. You're on a computer. We can't hear what you're saying. So if you're I can talk back to you. All right, Joseph, go back out and come back in and see if you can do it, and then raise your hand, and we'll get you back in. I don't know why it won't. I don't know why it won't work, but we can't hear what you're saying.
Happens
Yeah.
sometimes, doesn't it?
Yeah, let's get Robin in here.
All right, Robin's coming in. Commander Robin.
Hey, Robin.
Hello.
Hello, mate.
Robin Poe.
From the home of the Super Bowl Seahawks here. Well, actually, outside of Seattle. But,
Way outside.
yeah, way outside, up in the tree.
Yeah.
I'm in the tree.
Not on my watch, comrade.
No, I just have been looking and I'm quite amazed at how all these NPCs, their efforts and all this are just like, before they used to be more intimidating. Now it's just you look at them and you go, oh
It's
my
pathetic.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's like all of these people who, well, the big problem in Seattle is it's filthy with communists here. Everybody's and now the commies are just disappearing.
Mm-hmm.
They're running scared for some reason. Something happened in Minnesota that just made them all run.
But the NPCs are dissolving.
Yeah, I think they are because, but it's like all of the police and all that, they're just gone. And like the few judges that are left, they're terrified for some reason. If you look at what they're saying, and even that one where I went to that court, the jury duty, the judge that came in and talked to us, he looked like he was terrified. I don't know why, but
Well, we do know why.
well, I don't know why he was terrified, but he did look really scared. I mean, like,
Really? What was the case about? If you can talk about it. No, I don't. I'm just curious.
a guy who
Some guy in a van with some weed or something.
no, it was like,
Oh no, I'm just kidding. That was Leon. Sorry.
it was like a guy who stole stuff to the level of grand larceny, and they dropped the case on this guy. They just dropped it. And this guy had done some pretty crappy stuff, and it was like, whoa, okay. And nobody heard
Judge
anything.
looked terrified.
Yeah, he was afraid. The judge was afraid.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, they all are right.
when he was talking to us, he was like very low key and just, oh well, we appreciate you coming in, but you could see he was scared about something. Something had him really rattled. So the judges are running scared, and it's like even like I went into the town. I just went to buy some milk. I mean, it was not a big shopping trip. I just was out of milk, and I went over to the store. And I started thinking, I wonder how many of these people are NPCs. And I looked around the store, and even somebody who went in front of me, I mean, he didn't even look at me when he just, oh, excuse me, and he didn't even look at me, like he couldn't get away from me fast enough. It's like they're all afraid now.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just like, and it's like all of their little plans that they were going to do, all these little commie plans and all they were going to do, because they're all just going poof, 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 you know. I don't think, I mean, everything looks faded too. I mean, it's like you try to look at it, you feel like the store feels very unreal now. So I don't know. I don't think we have much more time, because it's like it almost feels like things are about ready to, ping.
You can feel it. You can feel it, can't you? With what's going on in the media, we can feel it. There's a tide coming in, isn't there? You know what I mean? It's getting higher. Definitely.
Yeah, it's like you just feel like we're just doing this 3D. See ya. Bye.
Yeah.
Nice knowing you.
Be interesting on Robin's previous loops with her World War II commies.
I grew up. I was a conservative. I was very conservative. I was what they call a Goldwater conservative.
Right.
My family taught me about anti-communism, and communists are the biggest danger in the world. And so as I grew up as a kid, I heard all about the evils of the Red Menace, the communists, and then like here we are at the end, and they're bringing out this communism stuff again. And I go, what is this last time to go boo? Because I mean, the communism now is like pretty timid stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
once you learned Christian's information.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's like my neighbor. I finally actually talked to my neighbor. He's from Mongolia, of all places. And Mongolians are not like Chinese. They're very different. They're probably closer to Russians than they are to Mongolia or Chinese. And he was like going, well, are these Democrats going to win? And I go, no. Are you kidding? And it's like people are starting to ask me stuff like, what's going to happen, or what's this thing about? And so they're like, ask me, and I'm going, and I don't even say, why do you ask me? I just say, nah, or I just give them a flat answer, because I'm going, nah, that's not going to happen, or something like that. And they're all worried, I'm going, why are you worried about this? It's not going to happen. So I think this thing that Christian warned us about, people are going to start coming to you for the answers. I mean, I always thought, I'm an old woman. I live out in the woods. What are they going to ask me about? But they are coming. There are some people coming to me now and asking me stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a giveaway as well, that we're getting near the end, when people that wouldn't normally ask you stuff are like, hey,
yeah. It's like, I don't know, but I just assured them it's going to be fine. Chuck Schumer is not going to take over everything. That guy can't even find the bathroom. I mean. He's not even the real Chuck Schumer. But
I haven't heard Joe Biden's name mentioned for a very long time. Is he still like doing stuff well, obviously he's dead, but why is he not like anything anymore, or is he meant to be like, why haven't I heard his name mentioned for like a year at least? Not even mentioned.
Biden hasn't shown his face in ages. I don't know. Have you ever seen him showing the TV? Same thing with Kamala Harris, man. Everybody's fussing about Kamala Harris being the Democratic candidate. I says, she doesn't exist. Why do you think they're going to have her as a candidate?
None of them do now, do they? But they like to keep pulling their puppets out the cupboard, don't they?
Yeah, it's like this, just a movie, and it doesn't. this week it seemed more like a movie than I couldn't believe it. It's like even that idiot in Minnesota, Tim Walz, who was the vice president candidate for the Democrats last time, and he's just disappeared. He hasn't shown his face for a week, and all the news is about Minnesota. So I don't know. I think having trouble making clones or building the mask right or something. It's turning into complete unreality now.
Yeah. It's a
But
joke.
yeah, I mean, it's like I was getting really kind of frustrated because I keep thinking, why am I still here? Because I get kind of like I'm off in the woods, so I don't see much, and it's like, I just start feeling like, am I even in the world anymore? So
Yeah.
anyway, that's all I had. I think it's just funny, all the things that are disappearing all over the place. It's like, things that should be in the news, or they talk about it in the news, but you don't see that person's face, or it's like they're running out of.
Someone brought up a good point on the channel today, said that maybe the Savannah Guthrie stuff is to bring down the TV, bring down the internet, the news.
Well, it's like they grabbed some random news story. It's like when Trump was, first turn, and all they could yap about for days and days and days was this Khashoggi guy. This guy from somewhere.
Robin, movie. It's a movie.
It's like
Robin.
Yeah, I know. It's like the new script is this.
You're getting caught in the movie.
I'm going, why are you guys yapping about this?
Because it's a movie.
Yeah, it's just like this, I'm sitting here saying, hey, I want to know who wrote this script because it sucked.
What if you wrote it?
Oh, I hope
not.
Yeah.
All right, we got to move on. Love you, Robin.
Yeah. Big love, Robin.
Big love, Robin.
There we got Mike B.
Mike B. Oh, you should have gotten Joseph, but that's all right.
Oops.
There we go.
That's all right. We'll talk to Mike first. How you doing, Mike?
Hi, everybody. Hey, I just want to let you know I love you today. I love you in the past, and I love you in the future.
We love you, Mike.
And while we're keeping our shields on maximum, I think it's also very important that we keep our humor levels on maximum as well. Levity, jocularity, as I like to call it. Little dignity in the levity, but it's so very important. But I have two simple questions, important to me. What is time again?
Not real, not in the sense that we experience it. Yeah. So time, it don't exist in any concept that we understand it. It's not linear back home. Back home, you won't be late because you can bend time. People bend time more. People bend time on a daily basis more times than you go to the toilet. It's one of them things that automatically comes. It would never happen. You do it automatically. So time is fluid out there.
Okay.
And obviously every time you're going into a different realm, into a different world, you're going into a different time cycle. So all of the realms are in different times, but as in eras or epochs or how they like to have their realm, maybe like Christian was saying back in the day that, for instance, not that it would be, but you might go to one realm and it might all look like 13th century or 18th century of the houses or whatever. It wouldn't look like that, but he was using that as a way of understanding, like that they might just choose to have, it might look like a completely different time, but they've got all the same technology.
Yeah.
But time is basically just another fake thing.
Okay, so I'm gonna put that in the category of one-liners that don't work.
Yeah, no, time fake.
Okay.
Kirsten will never be late because she can bend time.
And then my other question is, am I still a newbie?
No.
No.
How do I know? No. Okay. Another
You're
one.
not a newbie. No way.
No.
Well, that's all I needed to know.
No one on this channel is a newbie. Whoever's on whoever, no one is a newbie. I mean, anyone that's watched more than 50 videos and understands it, they're not a newbie.
Yeah.
Nah,
And
you
especially
can't be.
if it came in at like Linda Paris time frame. That's like,
Yeah.
did you come in
You
with Linda?
definitely
When
ain't a
did you
newbie,
come
Mike.
in, Mike?
Oh yeah, comments on Blue Water, I think, were my
Yeah,
first.
all right. So you're like, you're
Oh,
you're
God.
OG.
I still feel like a newbie.
Nah, it's because
Still
there's
feel
so
like a
much
newbie.
info, mate. Don't worry about that. It's so much info, so much of it, so quickly. It's just so
Yeah.
much. I mean, it's just so much. That's all I can say. So I mean, I still think like Christian. I talked about this before a couple of years ago with him. I said, to be honest, I don't think you'll even get out 5% of what you actually know before this, and we're probably still not even at 5% now about, so there's so much of it, and it's questions that trigger Christian's memory. So the key to it is questions, you know what I mean? So, yeah, we've done it all basically, but like there's so much stuff that he ain't remembered because it's not essential to to what we're doing. But look at the stuff that obviously that we have covered that ain't essential. This last year and a half, we've learned so much more, so much more from this last year and a half alone. So, I forgot what I was saying now. I forgot what I was saying.
Oh.
Sorry.
I was just asking about being a newbie, but because I've got 4 songs I'm working on, and I'm trying to appeal to the newbies. So, what level do you where do you approach them?
Well, like Leon said, if they don't know that the world is not round, then that's
that's the biggest hurdle for them.
Yeah,
that's the biggest one.
Yeah.
After they've gotten over the shape of the Earth and they actually know it's flat and they're comfortable with knowing that, then they can understand the possibility that all this other shit might be real. But until
and don't get into overlays with them. That's a whole nother level. They're not ready for that.
Yeah, harmonic weaving and scaffolding.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Mike B.
I feel totally enlightened. Thank you.
All
guys.
right, good.
I love you all.
Love you, Mike.
Mike B.
Keep up with the work.
All right, let's
try Joseph again.
Joseph.
Let's see if Joseph.
I want to see the.
Come on, Joseph, you can do it.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
I got it.
Got him.
Wow.
Got it.
It worked.
Yahoo!
Holy shit, with this antique computer. How's it going?
All right. It's stressful when it doesn't work out. It's like, come on.
Oh. For a guy who's technically challenged, I think I'm doing pretty good.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
Anyway,
You are doing
I
very
just
well.
wanted to share last Monday. It was around 20 after 8 in the morning. The sun's just coming up, and there was 2 rays like the rainbows, but instead of bending, arcing, they went straight up on each side of the sun. I've never seen that before.
I saw something like that the other month, mate. Funny you say that, because I saw rays of sunlight going upwards through the clouds, not downwards.
Yeah.
And I was Christian. I might have been with Christian. I was with someone because I commented on it. That was a month or 2 ago. But that's unusual you say that because I've never noticed that before. And I just thought it must be the cloud bouncing the light off or something. I didn't really know how to perceive it.
I had to pull over and take a look at it really well. And I'm looking for the arc, and there's no arc.
When was this? When did you see that?
This past Monday.
Oh, right. Okay. Mental.
So.
Right.
No, they keep putting the moon everywhere too. It's like, and
exactly.
like
Moon during the day.
Yeah, like even this morning, like I know I told you guys the other story about where it was over the ocean. And I don't know what, but this morning it was 6 o'clock in the morning, and it was straight above me. It was like, and it was pitch black dark at 6 a.m.
How Christians said there's going to be more and more chaos in the news. This past Friday, they arrested 27 cops in North Toronto in New York region for sexual trafficking, child molestation.
Wow.
Wow.
Someone just put up about RCMP don't know if that's a recent or
Another satanic organization.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So-
They're police services, Joseph. Police service,
Yeah.
fire service,
Yeah.
police services around here. That's
Yep.
Oh wow. Okay. I
Freemasonry.
just wanted
So
to
that's
say
the
hi.
Canadian.
I
That's
wanted to thank everybody for all the great questions. You learn so much from everybody. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I've been here since Linda Paris days, so I guess I'm not a newbie anymore.
You're not a newbie. No.
No, wait. No one on the Telegram channel is a newbie. There can't be.
Well, they're
just
coming
saying.
in daily, but they're not.
Yeah.
When Christian
Well,
was on
okay,
Blue
maybe.
Water.
Yeah.
Pardon?
No, I'm sorry. I was just going to say a minute ago. No one that's been on, the Resonating Army that have been on the channel. No one on there is a newbie. No way.
No.
Nah.
Yeah.
Maybe someone that just come on yesterday or
Yeah.
today. They might not know anything about it. That's a newbie.
No.
But once
Yeah.
people have got the basic shape of the earth, what the soul is, the idea of soul family that like ET, we are all ETs. That's another important thing.
Yes.
They're interhuman. Well, there are, but we're all ETs. Even the Tyrant humans, they're not human. They're
Right.
ETs. They're like 14 foot tall. You know what I
Right.
mean? So once
Right.
people have worked out that we've only been showed negative ETs, we've never been told about the positive ETs. So the shape of the
Right.
earth, the fact that we're not in space, we're actually on a big flat thing. That and then basic stuff, the soul, what the soul is. Reincarnation's real, but you remember your past lives, you don't forget them. All those little things people need to. That's all. Once people have got them basic bits, they're not a newbie no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once they know that shape of the earth, the soul, blah 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 blah, soul family, and the fact that technology. Another thing that's really handy to understand is things are manufacturing, like the wheel. For instance, Christian said when this first happened, Kayla was telling him that when they first saw the parasites had humans making these round things, they weren't like, what the fuck they're getting them to do that? What's that going to be? And it turned out to be a wheel. No ET'd ever seen a wheel. No one's ever had a button. No one's ever had a zip or Velcro. It's never
No
happened.
wheels, no
So
walls. Yeah.
we don't have that progress of invention by necessity. That's what we have here in third density.
Mhm.
In the higher light realms, it's all perfect to start with.
Mhm.
And then it comes down, all of everything was perfect to start with. Everyone was the most intelligent you could ever get. And then we created physical life, and then we came in to experience it, and then that's when shit started going wrong.
Yeah.
With the custodian and all that. But
yeah.
Once people understand that,
I got one silly question. If we've been trapped here for 6,000, 8,000 years, hear me out.
A lot longer than that.
Granted, when we reunite with our soul families, are we going to be able, like, there's 8,000 years between the last time we seen them and now. They progress.
It's your soul.
Yeah.
You're going
Did they
back
progress?
to the future.
Yeah.
So what was the question again, Ralph? Joseph, sorry.
Well, if we've been trapped here for 8,000 years, and they've progressed in the last 8,000 years, so we're going to be that much further behind them.
No. We set this all up. We've already been. We're going back to the future.
Okay.
We've just gone back to do this, to play this out.
Everything here, including the pyramids, is a load of old took compared to what we're used to. It's all junk. The most amazing building here, whatever it is, whichever one, there's a lot of them. Even the amazing stuff that's out in Angkor Wat, all that is a load of shit. That we've got much better than that, and we came from much better than that. What they've done is they've taken us down like 8 densities, put us in a fucking cesspit with a torch and some straw, and said, "There you go, crack on." We don't. This isn't how things are meant to be. It's not. We don't take it to someone else to give in them so that somebody else can teach your kids stuff. We don't go and put all your belongings around the corner in another building so that someone else can look after it. None of it. Nothing. All the things, the route to progression that we thought was essential for a civilization is part of our enslavement. That whole mechanism is part of our enslavement. And the amnesia vortex was once we've been through that and you're born again, you ain't got a clue that we were Tartarians and that we actually built the fucking pyramids because they let us build all that. The Anunnaki designed it and they got us to make it all when we were clever, yeah, before they knocked us down loads of densities and they take all the tools. Like what was on the Titanic. One of the things that was on the Titanic was a set of tuning forks. And that's what they used. Those tuning forks are what they used to create in like Tartarian architecture with. They weren't built with hammers and chisels. It was built with sound and harmonics. And they didn't want these. It wasn't just tuning forks. There was some piece of Atlantean crystal that gave off a lot of energy for its size that they wanted Tesla to have. And then these two tuning forks, they'd probably give them to Tesla as well and said, work that out. But it was the guy, it was Isidor Strauss, Guggenheim, and Astor, John Jacob Astor. They were the good guys bringing this shit. It weren't just to kill them. It was for loads of different reasons, and to kill them, and a sacrifice, and the money in the future. But those technology, that's all the shit that we used to use before, like 2 resets ago, or the last reset. So they took, they reset. You take all your tools off. It's us that created all that shit, and we look at it now and we think, "Wow, Chartres Cathedral, isn't it amazing?" But all right, it is to us in third density. But no, you wouldn't want to look at a old grey thing like that. That would normally be like a crystalline palace, shimmering with light and iridescent colours, and looking like something out the Wizard of Oz. It wouldn't be all right. Chartres Cathedral, and they all look amazing buildings, but they're crap compared to what we're used to. So we don't have that like chain of progression. We start off with the most perfect intent and the most perfect concept, and that's what's created straight off without any invention or any, we got to get the biro out. You do it all in your mind with the ether, and several of you in a crystalline temple at a nodal point where that energy's coming out. That's where these big buildings are created from. So you use the power of the amplification of the crystal palace, for instance, on the node, and you'd hold the crystal, you'd be inside it, not an altar, like, I don't know, points of crystal, and everyone would just be holding, sometimes your twin flame would be holding your spine, or vice versa, and putting energy and thought and intent. And that energy in the ether creates what it is that you've got in your mind without any, like, tools, or any tools at all. You don't need any tools, just your mind. So, like, obviously every reset, whatever we had last time, they take that away and give us a load of shit, and we start off again with bows and arrows or whatever they want us to start off with. Shocking, really, when people find out what's happened and what we're meant to be. They're going to be well.
Take them a while. Well, I think Joseph's question was, would our soul family remember us because we've been gone so long? Is what? But we've already.
Yes.
We're just going back.
Yeah.
And time is not the same. Well, time doesn't exist.
They haven't forgotten us. Listen, your soul family, Joseph, they've been working 24/7 for maybe, I mean, if you come in here at the beginning, that was 178,000 years ago.
Yeah.
That was before the occupation, but the occupation probably got going proper about 30,000 years ago, 40, 50,000 years ago. That's when they proper got in. But the projection dome didn't go up until, I think it was like 2 resets ago, or 2 or 3 resets ago. The projection dome is only a new thing. That would have been around the last reset, maybe the one before, but it's relatively new. But most people have been here a fucking long time. 200 million starseeds, most of them have probably been here. Well, a lot of them come in after the 90s, like after the 1950s, the first, second, third, like 54, 64, 74. Those areas roughly were the first, second, third wave of indigos. And it looks like the Resonating Army are a mix of all 3. So, sorry, what was the question? I forgot again.
Yeah, if our soul family would remember us when we got back.
So they've spent, because time obviously is fluid up there. It's non-linear.
Yeah.
If for us down here, it's been 178,000 years, or however long people have been here, 30,000, whatever. But for them, that's nothing like that. It's nothing like that. Because obviously Christian's mum will still look exactly the same age she did when he left her. She ain't going to look any older. They don't forget anything. Just as the human soul, when it's not in third density, a soul will, apart from smell and touch, it will record everything it comes into contact with in any direction, wherever it goes.
And they're still with us constantly 24/7. Just because we can't see them doesn't mean they're not right here.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. They've never left you. They've never
Yeah.
left you.
Yeah.
Mm.
Orb force, the orbs around you.
Yes.
By the way,
So all
I
around
love
you.
those 21 posts every day. I read them.
Yes, Gary does a great job on them.
Awesome.
Yeah, he does. Thank you
Appreciate
very
that.
much.
Yes.
Yeah, no problem. I see. Yeah, I was wondering. That's the fabled Canadian $1 bill behind Joseph there.
I'm still trying to work that out, guys.
Yeah, because they canceled they deleted there's no paper bill, $1 bill. So if you have
I got the
Hey,
$1
they canceled
bills
our
uncut,
penny.
and I got the $2 bills uncut.
But we don't have pennies anymore.
The penny's gone?
You round up or you round down? No, there's no penny.
Yeah.
No more penny?
No more pennies. All right. Thanks, Joseph.
Yeah, great to see you,
Thank
Joseph.
you.
Appreciate that. It's great to see you.
Big love, bro.
Big love, bruv.
Big love.
That's,
Are we dancing our way out of here?
That's the Leon way. Yes. And I'm
Well,
doing something different.
Okay. Well, thank Leon for being here.
Yes.
Let's see those
Thank you,
emojis coming
Leon.
in. Let's
And
see the hearts coming in.
We're so
people.
glad
Hearts.
you're
Pleasure.
done
Thank
with
you.
that ordeal and
Thanks,
you're
It's
going to take
always
them all
awesome
down.
when you come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
We appreciate it very much.
All right. I'm doing something different.
I appreciate you.
I'm walking, yes indeed, I'm talking, but you and me, I'm hoping that you come back to me. I'm lonely, as I can be, I'm waiting for your company, I'm hoping that you come back to me. What you gonna do when the well run dry? You gonna run away and hide? I'm gonna run right by your side, for you pretty baby, I'll even try. I'm walking, yes indeed, I'm talking. But you and me, I'm hoping that you come back to me. Yes, indeed, I'm talking, but you and me, I'm hoping that you come back to me. I'm lonely, as I could be, I'm waiting for your company, I'm hoping that you come back to me. What you gonna do when the well run dry? You gonna sit back down and cry? What you gonna do when I see my body? All you gonna do is dry your eye. I'm walking, yes, indeed, I'm talking, but you and me, I'm hoping that you come back to me.
Why do fools fall in love? Why do birds sing so gay? Love is my way to play today. Why do they fall in love? Why does the rain fall from above? Why do fools fall will receive me. Tell me why.
All right. Thank you. And now stay
Hey.
tuned for Soul Fam After Dark.